All right, everybody, we have a Moto Stars video today. Ooh, nice little shoulder bump. Nice little shoulder bump. We got some crashes. The goal is to figure out what happened.
Rider was really lucky to
Oh,
under control.
lost his Coke.
In the road completely
Coca-Cola, guys. Hit another bump. Man, that road is terrible. You see the other guy pull over too? See the other guy pull over? So he broke his handlebars. Just snapped. And damaged the rim. So when we talk about, hey, Fortunate Run, you're in the chat right here too. Let's go and turn down the music. So we got this nice road surface hazard. There's nothing you're gonna do here. There's nothing. If you're already going at speed, you're gonna hit this thing pretty hard. I'm pissed off for this motorcycle rider because of the road surface here. I don't know what the heck. Like, why is this a thing? Did we cross like in a construction zone barrier that says not to go here? But this is an insane hit. That's an insane bump. That's definitely going to cause some damage, which it did. I'm surprised about the handlebars, though. I'm not surprised about the rims. If you are going to go over an obstacle, make sure you lift your butt up a little bit. But it's shoot, this is not going to.
Lucky to get.
He's lucky he didn't crash. He lost his Coke Zero right there, and his handlebars are done.
A huge bump.
Completely broken. I'm sure his buddy right there is pulling over because it's like, oh my gosh, we got screwed up too. And there's another break right here. Very lucky to not crash. Very lucky to not crash. This is gonna definitely end your ride, obviously because of the handlebars. But I mean, look at the rims. We're gonna go ahead and try to pause it on time. So his rim right there, completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. It's just broken. Look at that thing. Ay, ay, ay. And then right there. That sucks. All right, Fortunate Runt, you're in the chat. Let me guess, semi? There's a median right there. Gonna get boxed in a little bit. Oh, no. What the heck? Yeah, a little uncommon thing. A little dumb. There's some idiots out there. You saw it ahead of time. Nice little line of sight problem we have here when it comes to the semi. But I mean, you see the side of the vehicle. They're not in the right area. Nice little braking. It's yellow light. We're probably wanting to go through it, but what is that, green? That's green. Yeah, it's green. Yeah. That means they ran a red light. They ran a red light. Dang. All right, here we go. Two wheels and a dream. Here we go. Going through here. Side of. Oh! We locked up. We locked up, everybody. So this right here is not a good situation. Let's go ahead and watch it through, actually. There we go. We watched it through. Let's take a look at this. This is going to be a corner. This is going to be a line of sight problem right here. We got line of sights all over the place. They pulled from the gas station before the light. Oof. We're coming through here. We see this vehicle, okay? Okay, we're going to start to panic a little bit. So we start to slam the brakes, and we lose some traction on that rear tire. So we slam that rear tire pretty good, or rear brake pretty good. And then we dump the bike. But right here, it's like, sure, you know, the vehicle kind of freaked us out and everything, but what kind of turn is this? So we're seeing this, and it's like, it's a pretty sharp left turn. It looks like we were supposed to stop around this turn. So we were just kind of going fast. Like, we weren't paying attention. I think we were a little bit white staged here because the van was not in our lane. We were coming up to a very, basically it looks like we have to stop. I don't see any stop signs or anything like that, but it looks like we're gonna have to like at least yield or slow down or something. I can't really tell. So you have that slotted line right next to my head. And that's a very sharp turn, very blind and everything. I just don't think we were paying attention. I think we should have been slowing down quite a bit. Like, this is something that really freaked me out. I mean, look at that. I think that's like, does that mean we were supposed to stop? Somebody write in the comments. This is definitely not Merca. We're on the left side of the road here. But that looks like a turn that we should have slowed down and stopped for. And we're just going way too fast. All right, Gabriel, here we go. Riding with little dirt bikes. Oh! Ooh. A little bit of a high side there. A little bit of a high side. Not wearing gear. Not wearing gear. Kind of slow speed. Kind of slow speed. Sucks overall. So, like, when I see people crash like this, it kind of like, it makes my own nervous system like go like, oh. And I mean, just tripping and falling down and like landing on your knees or landing on your shoulder and everything, just like from walking hurts. Like doing this without having any padding or an armor, ow. I get it, you're gonna dust yourself off and everything, like there's pain and everything like that, but I mean that's just a hard ground. It's not. I don't want to have soft tissue injuries. I don't want to be sore for a couple weeks. How do we prevent this, guys? Well, it looks like we're going through the corner. We accelerated pretty hard. We accelerated right at the beginning, or right when we start losing traction. That rear tire lost traction. Could have been a road surface hazard also. But yeah, wear gear just in case. That's the whole point of being a smart rider. Acquire and use personal protective equipment. Oof. Oof.
Yo.
Yo. Yo, yo. Oh! Oh, we dumped the bike. We just completely dumped the bike. Let's get out of the way. So we have...
Such a manner, the driver made a heavily surprised biker brake to panically completely losing control of the bike.
Oh, man. Oof. So you see that shoulder? Glad you didn't have cameras. Well, these people are filming it and then posting it. There's the leg. There's the face. This is why we wear gear. There goes the GoPro. Okay, let's go back just a little bit. Let's take a look at this.
The driver.
Let's take a look at this.
Yo.
So we came around the corner and we dumped the bike and we fell down. Now, why did we do that? Yeah, we have somebody in our lane right here. And then you see the immediate jump, like watch the front end. So in a couple frames, it dives down. That is slamming that front brake. Okay, so when it comes to braking, so here's one of the big things here is that you want to have that smooth progressive braking. Now, this is definitely an emergency, right? So when we talk about planning our ride, position for safety, locate hazardous situation. It's a blind corner. It's a corner itself, so it's orange stage. Assessing if it's a relevant threat. Yes, it is. And so we start to navigate this. Now, navigating active threats, we can either have an escape path or we can do emergency braking. It all depends on kind of the situation here. But one of the things that we don't want to do is go into a panic. If we go into a panic, it's going to really emphasize something to us later, and hopefully we're watching this here, is that we need to practice. We definitely need to practice. So when it comes to braking, you want to practice your progressive braking. And progressive braking, I'm kind of standing like this, but think of it as like an orange. So we have an orange in our hand, we have a glass of right here, and we want to get that orange juice inside the glass. We don't just smash it because you're going to get orange juice everywhere. You want to squeeze, and you squeeze like a little bit, right? But then there's no more orange juice coming out. You have to squeeze a little bit more. Now there's a little bit more, but then it slows down and stops. And you squeeze a little bit more, now it slows down and stops. And you just keep going until you get all that orange juice in there, right? That's progressively squeezing that orange, progressively squeezing that front brake. Now, you can do it quickly, right? You're not doing like, okay, now it stops. Now, okay, now it stops. No, you're squeeze, 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 squeeze. You can do that on the bike. Now, I'm using 2 fingers, but you can grab the 2 and then you can reach in for the 4. But you're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And the more you get weight on that front bike or front suspension, which we see right here, you see the weight transfer. So this is really quick though, really quick transfer. It dumps down. Once you get that, you can squeeze even more. You want to keep your handlebar straight, which is kind of tough to do right here in this situation. We're in the middle of a turn. That's why I always say straighten it up and then squeeze. But I mean, you can also look for escape paths here. You want to use the clutch lever, squeezing the clutch, because once you squeeze down everything, let's say you're in 4th gear around a turn, you squeeze everything, you're going to stall. So you want to squeeze in both. And the clutch, you can squeeze all the way. But if you recognize the clutch, you can squeeze all the way pretty easily, but the front brake gives you that tension. So just remember, if something's giving you tension, go ahead and squeeze it progressively. Then wait for that weight transfer, and you're going to be able to squeeze even more. You practice in a parking lot, get up to about 15, 20 miles an hour, and squeeze, and then you're going to feel the weight transfer. And then once you squeeze a lot more, you're going to just stop. Right here, this is definitely going to be squeezing way too much. ABS will kick in on some of these things, but this is in a turn. So not all bikes have lean angle ABS. Okay, a lot of bikes just have that straight line ABS. And there's difference. There's traction control assist. There's a bunch of different things out there now for corners that are a lot different than it is for going straight. So right here, though, we applied the brakes too hard and then dumped the bike. Now, yes, we could have crashed in front of here, but we also have escapes. Remember what I tell you guys? Lane filtering, we only need like a little bit. We only need like this much, but we dumped the bike. Now, if we're going to dump the bike, this is why it's very important to wear full gear, because we have this view right here. We're going to watch it a little bit in slow-mo. And so once we dump the bike, look at that left knee. This is why we wear full gear, everybody. This is why we wear full gear. And there's going to be the head into the ground. That's a concussion, probably, even with a helmet. But we got our left knee, left hip, left elbow. We have gloves on, which is very good. But our foot can also get trapped. This is why we wear boots. There's the front of the face, so the jaw would have been hit if we were just wearing a 3/4 or a half helmet. And there's the front of the face too, so thankfully he's got eye protection and everything. But the bike could easily land on top of him. My biggest fear at this point is actually getting ran over by this BMW. So that's no es bueno. Is that a BMW? I don't know. I don't really care. Either way, hopefully this person's doing fine. It's a terrible situation coming around a corner. Terrible situation. All right, here we go. Oh, you got something hanging off on the bottom. Buddy told him, this is why we have Cardo Pack Talks. Link in the description for, I believe it's 20% off right now. Link in the description for that. Okay, what do we got? Green light? We got green light. We're coming through here. People are doing U-turns. Whoa, illegal U-turn. Swerve! No. Let's go back here. Oof. All right, so we're coming through here. Lots of people doing illegal U-turns. I'm assuming that the traffic going that way, there's something blocking it to where these people are just being impatient, turning around and trying to get somewhere else. It's terrible for us. So we have somebody pulling out right here, which is stupid. It's stupid. But at this point, we have to do something. We're in red stage now. Okay, we should have been in orange stage because this is something that's absolutely insane. If you don't know what we're talking about, orange stage is when we're kind of like, hey, there's something going on. And it's typically intersections. So we're locating hazardous situations here. This is a hazardous situation. This is we're assessing if this is a relevant threat. Yes, it is. It's an active threat. So we're, like I said, red stage. So when we get into here, we have to do something. We could have progressively braked. We were coming off of a green light, just turned green. It's time for us to go. We went from like 0 to like 45, 50 miles an hour, whatever it is, super quick in an area that probably warrants us to go a little bit slower until we have more of an open lane. So we accelerated into this. Okay, we accelerated into this probably because of impatience. We're also waiting. I get it, but be very careful. When we have this, though, we have to do something. We have to escape. We have to just go. We have to like swerve. We're not going to, at this speed, we're not going to be able to slow down, but I'm hoping you would have slowed down beforehand or not accelerated as hard. So progressive braking wouldn't have been something we could have done, but we got to swerve. Got to make that swerve, and I get it. You're in a position right now where if you swerve hard to the left, you're going to go head on into this vehicle right there. I get it. But we're going to hit that and break a collarbone in easily. And now we hit the vehicle anyways. And all it did was make that little mark. Didn't even damage the car. That's called law of gross tonnage right there. Let's watch it one more time.